longtime Donald Trump ally and supporter, and former Fox News and former Newsmax host as of, I guess, just a couple weeks ago, Eric Bolling. He's been watching this Trump campaign go circle the drain for quite some time now, and he is absolutely sick of it. So, Bolling got on Twitter, posted a video of himself, because, he doesn't have a national platform anymore, so he had to put it on Twitter. But he makes this video of himself that is supposed to be more of a warning to the Trump campaign, but instead came off as a bit of a nervous breakdown for Mr. Bolling. And what sparked all of this, before I start reading this insanely long rant, what started this, of course, was the ratings data that finally came in late Friday afternoon about the DNC crushing the RNC in ratings every single night. Millions more people tuned in every night to watch the DNC, then watch the RNC. And even more remarkably, Fox News was the lowest rated cable news outlet last week. Both MSNBC and CNN crushed Fox News in the ratings while they each aired the DNC. So this actually proves that these were non-involved people who do not regularly consume political news, were the ones tuning in, which is definitely much better for Harris. Okay, it's not like she was only pulling in the DNC faithful, the MSNBC viewers. These were new people who ordinarily do not watch political things who wanted to watch her. And that, of course, is what set Bolling off. So in his panicked video, here is what he said. Well, here's some tough love, folks. Hate to do it to you, but here's what's happening. And I warned you, I warned them, I warned Trump, I warned their senior advisors this is going to happen. If you waited till after the DNC, which was the plan, Trump even said that when asked at a press conference in Mar-a-Lago, he said, we're going to let the honeymoon go, and then we're going to wait till after the DNC to really go after her. You waited too long, guys. You waited too long. Susie Wiles, Chris LaCivita, get Corey Lewandowski in there and shake things up while you still have a chance. I'm not sure you still have it yet. We're losing. We're losing the race. We're losing the presidency. And I said a long time ago, Trump will be the last GOP president in our lifetime. And I meant it. I said it when he was president. When he lost, I said he will be the last GOP president in our lifetime, meaning if he won again, that was it. Because look what has happened. The left, the Democrats have taken a horrendous candidate, some with no policy ideas, only failures under her belt, and they've redefined her. Look at this. This is the ratings, not even including last night, the final night of the DNC, which they crushed it. If you look, here's Fox News right here, and here is MSNBC. MSNBC beating Fox News, beating Fox. It's unheard of. I'll show you Newsmax, and Newsmax is just not even existent. Newsmax right over here. That's Newsmax. And they're sliding every week. So he then goes on to say this. This is the end. I'm not going to read you everything, but he goes, you know what else they're doing? Have you seen this? They're trying to redefine the Democrat Party. They're trying to say that the Democrats are the patriots, the party that's worried about the country. They're wearing camo hats with Kamala Harris's name on it. Camouflage. That's ours. He then concluded by saying, wake the F up. We are losing. For the record, I did not know that the Republican Party held the trademark on camouflage. That is new to me. And I'm sure that's probably new to everyone who wears camouflage. Eric, you don't own that. You don't own that at all. And here's the thing, just to address some of the points you attempted to make during your very public meltdown here, she doesn't have no policy. And see, that's where the Republicans are having a big problem. Because y'all want to keep saying that she has no policy, she has nothing but failures. Okay, but the public doesn't see it that way. They trust her more on the economy. They trust her more to handle inflation. She's getting close to being even with Donald Trump on immigration, but immigration is not the number one issue of this year. She is more trustworthy, according to the voters. They trust her more to be honest. They trust her physical and mental health more than they trust Donald Trump's. I mean, in every other category, she is winning. And for the record, for you to sit there and say, like, she has no policy, you literally put this video out on the day when they came out with their massive new policies. So I don't know what you're talking about here, but there are policies. And sure, past failures. Okay, she didn't win the 2020 Democratic primary, but there were 22 people running, so 21 of them did not win. So 21 people lost that race, but she still became vice president. And you guys are saying she's done a horrible job at the border. However, we have increased the number of drugs seized at the border, increased the number of terrorists we're apprehending. President Biden actually tried, and the Democrats tried to, get that border bill passed earlier this year. Your guy, Donald Trump, killed that. Not to mention, Harris was the tie-breaking vote for the massive infrastructure bill that, for the record, is so good that even Republicans who voted against it are out there taking credit for the projects that it brought to their districts. So if you want to say that Kamala Harris has no policies at all, then you must be living deep, deep, deep inside of that conservative media bubble of yours. Because it doesn't take a genius, it doesn't take a political scientist to go out there and extrapolate the data and see what this vice president has accomplished. And of course, to see the policies that she is currently proposing. It's actually your guy, Eric, that does not have any policies. He has a couple things that he has toyed around with, like mass deportations, something that even Republicans, including your former colleague at Fox News, Bill O'Reilly, have admitted would be an economic disaster for the United States. He also has his idea to put 10% tariffs on every single good that comes into this country, and literally beyond that, he doesn't have a single policy at all other than the typical Republican policy of cutting taxes for the wealthy. That's it. That's what you get with Donald Trump. But you seem like a well-to-do guy. You've been in conservative media for decades now, so you've probably got enough money to where you'd qualify for those tax cuts, and I guess that's all that matters to you. Because on everything else, Donald Trump doesn't actually have a policy. If you go to his website and he has those 14 or 15 points of policy, none of them are actual policies. None of them are clickable links. It's one-sentence things that he wants to do. Mass deportations on day one. Strengthen our allies. Stand up to other countries we don't like. Don't let China do bad things. Like, those are the things on the website. Those aren't actual policies. Meanwhile, as I said, Harris came out, with the housing plans, the economic plans, the price control plans so that we stop getting screwed at the grocery stores due to the corporate greed. All of those things are actual policies. So, Eric, don't sit there and lie to these people that Harris has no policies or that she's had a career of failure. Trust me, her career has been far more successful than yours. You're technically unemployed right now, as far as I can tell. You don't have a job. You keep losing your jobs. So I wouldn't be sitting there if I were you calling other people failures when you just got canned from Newsmax. Just a little personal advice there, Eric. When you just get fired from everywhere you work, probably not a good idea to point your finger and say that other people are failures. Because really, I think what's bothering you the most is that your career, just like Trump's campaign, is going down the tubes and you don't know how to fix it. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.